What's up, everybody? It's Red from Sound Valley Studios. Thanks for tuning into another edition of the Valley Rising series. This series interviews artists all across Arizona and the Southwest, bringing to light some of their work, some of the songs and music videos they've been creating, and showcasing what incredible talent we have here in the desert. Our next guest is one of my favorite artists that we have worked with. This person has been coming to Sound Valley since day one, so I am very pleased to welcome to the show Mookie Morningstar. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Doing good.
Thank you for coming on. I really, really appreciate you coming here, man.
Man, you know, it's like you said, since day one.
Since day one.
A1 since day one.
A1 since day one.
And you know what? And we're so happy to be here.
Well, let's get into it and talk a little bit about yourself so we can kind of introduce you to not only Arizona, but anybody watching or listening to the podcast. The first section category of questions I want to ask just kind of gets to know you a little bit and who you are. So first, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from?
Well, my name is Jake.
Okay.
But, as a young boy, I was always called Mookie.
Mookie.
That was my nickname from my parents,
Okay.
And well, I like to, as a man now, like to take a little bit further and say, well, you know what? In Revelation, Jesus says that anyone who overcomes these tasks that I give you, I will give him the morning star.
Mm.
And so I claim myself to be Mookie, the new morning star.
I love that.
And the morning star, that's not something that's gonna say, oh, this is it. Anyone can be the morning star. Anyone who just simply loves their neighbor and does what they want done to themselves and tries to just simply humble themselves and really love their neighbor, they will have the morning star.
So the Mookie Morningstar is kind of the persona or the name that you've adopted in your music journey. Yep. What was the first kind of connection or memory that you have of music, and how did you kind of get into becoming Mookie Morningstar from that?
Well, I don't know. I've made a lot of songs.
Okay.
The songs, the thing I love most about making music is that it really separates you.
Okay.
From having any authority that dictates, you have to do this shit. You are free. When you make
art.
It is an art. And when you make, that is, I think, the most kind of humanly divine, most beautiful thing about art is whoever is creating that art, the human, obviously, they are free.
Expression.
They're free.
Yeah.
And they can do anything. And when I make these songs, I'm so free, like I was a child.
So speaking of being a child, what were some influences, or did you have anybody you were listening to or that were kind of helping you shape the way that you make your own music today?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because we all have those influences, right? That kind of shape who we are, the kind of music we listen to growing up. Maybe your parents played.
Yeah.
What was some of the stuff that you kind of listened to or had an influence on you?
Yeah. Well, honestly, even when I was in, 10th grade in high school, I went to the governor's school. And the governor's school and at the Appomattox Regional Governor's School for Arts and Technology, it was literally a selective school for kids to go to, and they did theater and things of that nature. I never really, I don't know, man. I don't want to come off like a dick, bro.
No, you.
But I never had anyone to look up to.
You just.
I was always the one. I was always the lead show. From a young kid in 6th grade, I was the lead role. But I tell you the truth, as far as I have been the one, I tell you the truth, there isn't one greater than me.
Always.
when I was 19 years old, I met the devil. And then a little bit after that, so did I see God. And God called me. And God said, hey, you went down a dangerous path. And he said, you know what? And he said, but I'm here. And he didn't make it easy. Okay? When I say there's tough love, there is tough love in creation, and that is a good thing. When I was 19 years old, the Father drew me to Jesus Christ. And when he did that, I went ahead and did just about everything wrong, other than the fact that I never gave up the name that my Father gave me, and that's Jesus. The Son of God is Jesus, the Christ.
So you would say maybe even your relationship and the way that you have walked in your spiritual path may have influenced or brought some validity or inspiration even to what you were doing from the music side.
I think my music, it draws its strength from that very interaction with God himself, brother. What's that song we just did? Horton
Hears a Who.
Horton Hears a Who, man. And how does it go? How does it go? It goes like
Horton Hears a Who. It's your song,
I
man.
know. I'm trying to think of it. I know. I gotta think of it. It goes like,
Well,
just like when Horton Hears a Who, call me Randy Orton when I wrestle in the booth. Call me JoJo, but I don't need lines, so I go two. When I go two, I got the one on the. All I'm saying is, bro, I don't care what it comes down to, bro. But if I got to go two to beat all of that opposition, the enemies, the cross of Christ, I know I'm rested, perfect, and I know that the one is perfect.
So
there's no one gonna do anything against that, bro.
Let's talk a little bit about like your music journey and
Yeah.
kind of like how you got to be an artist and stuff. What do you think you would describe your sound or what you create like to somebody who's never heard you? If I said, hey, I've never heard a Mookie Morningstar song, how would you describe that?
I would say you're gonna hear something that's gonna take you on a really journey.
Okay,
Talk
about the journey.
It's gonna take you on a journey, and that journey knows no bound.
As most music shouldn't.
It knows no bound. Wow. Let's look at it like this. What did Einstein say, right? In his in his theory of general relativity, he predicted a black hole. And they proved a black hole. Also, he predicted a white hole. They've never proved it yet. But I tell you the truth, Red Coat, the white hole exists. And he is the one who will sustain this universe as far as the Almighty God wants it to be. Like I said, I just wrote a song, and like I said, I wrote a couple cool lines, and then right after that I said, everything I say after this is irrelevant, man. And Red Coat, I'm so happy to have the freedom to say that no matter what, man, like at the end of the day, bro, like everything I say, I'm free to say it. Like I'm not the Almighty, but I have seen the face of the Father, Red Coat, and it's holy, bro.
So with that being said, do you write everything that you create music-wise, or do you have a team of songwriters, or what is kind of your process?
No, I don't have a team. It's all me.
Everything.
No, I don't have a team. I have a couple friends that I mean, should I mention them in terms of, are they a part of my process to make music? Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's all me.
Okay.
In terms of my music, but I tell you the truth, like, I can't sit here and say, oh, there he is, and this is my friend, or here, but there is
people that
there.
influence
No, it's not people. like we talk about people. Like you and I are a person right now, and we can prove that we're having a conversation, Redcoat. However, the energy that I derive my information from is not of this world. It's not of this world. I don't have a team of songwriters. I don't have hardly anyone, brother.
But in a sense, you do, because you have the spirit in the relationship that you talk about with God. And
Yes.
from what I'm gathering, it does seem like maybe you as an artist, and this is why we love this series, talking about different artists, how people find their passion, whether it be they're writing or they're making beats or whatever. But in a sense, what I'm gathering from you is maybe when Mookie takes on a project, he has maybe not someone in this world right next to him writing, but maybe somebody of a higher power writing with him in that same sense. So it is like although you don't physically have a team here, maybe you do have a team cheering you on from behind the scenes, if that's sort of makes
I think so.
Makes a little bit of sense, right?
Yeah.
So what was your first project?
They said the TFO or something.
What was your first project that you ever released, and what do you think about that now? Do you still listen back to your old stuff or no?
Yeah, my first project was called Mix of Me.
Okay,
And you remember,
did we do that here?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Okay.
this was like multiple years ago.
Summer of 22.
Okay, do you still listen back to it?
Yeah, I do. And I love it and I appreciate it, but I'm like, I can't put it on repeat necessarily because I'm like,
You think you're better now?
Because I've improved, man.
Yeah, that's how we all are.
I like to hear my new shit, man.
That's a constant pursuit of perfection. All of us as artists are like that, though. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about behind the scenes. I know we talked a little about your writing process, but kind of walk us through your process from like very beginning to like finished track, like from nothing, I don't have a beat, anything. Do you look online? Do you write the lyrics first? Do you make the beat first? Talk about how your process of making music is.
Well, I like to have an instrumental first.
Okay.
Really, I do like to have that. And I honestly, so basic and whatever, but here I am, and I go on BeatStars, or I go on Airbit, and I just say Justin Bieber beat, or go to the Kid Leroy beat, or the Weeknd beat, or whatever, man. Something that I think, whatever's drawing me, seriously, whatever's drawing me, and I'm humming, which is not quantifiable, but whatever's drawing me, I do, and you know what? I think Redcoat, I have been okay at finding instrumentals.
Yeah, you got some. There's some great
happen
producers. Listen, no shade to BeatStars at all. We love it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I don't know, but I would love to have a good producer.
So you find the instrumental, you kind of write along, you have it, you come in the studio. Do you like to go out and play shows? Do you have any shows coming up, or what is kind of the after effect after you drop a song?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. The after effect, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I guess I haven't even gone there yet,
Still in that process?
Yeah, I don't know, when I'll tell you this, man. I never want anything to happen artificial. Right? I want, if someone wants to hear my songs and they want to listen to it, I think that they probably, I don't know, they have to have an open mind, really, to be able to listen to my songs seriously and appreciate me as an artist, I will not ever sell out to no devil.
I agree. I agree with that.
When a long time ago, and maybe y'all, whatever, but when man came up to me and said, you know, hey kid, do you want to make a deal with the devil? And I said, what? He said, yeah, you can have anything you want in this world. He made it very clear in this world. You can have anything you want. But do you want to make a deal with up to $1 million, $2 million? You want to make a deal with the devil? And I said, no. And I said, I looked at him and I said, no. And I said, but do you want to make a deal with heaven? And I looked over my right shoulder into the darkness of the sky. It was like fucking 3 a.m., dude. We were at a bar, bro, whatever. So who the hell knows what was going on? But that's what happened, bro. And I told him, and I said, you know what? No. And he walked away. He got very scared, bro.
Wow.
You know what? And you know, if I really wanted to make something happen, bro, how easy could it have been to just sell out, bro?
Yeah.
But I think Redcoat, the fact that here I am at 29, you know, and I'm still carrying on, fighting on barely on nothing, right? Should be a testament, bro, that I'm not selling out, bro. Never will sell out, bro.
I like that. So let's
Never will
talk
sell out,
about,
bro.
let's talk a little bit about kind of the present and the future.
Yeah.
What is your latest release? And we just talked about Horton a little bit. I'm not sure if you put that out. And kind of what's that about and what inspired that release? Or one that's upcoming?
Wow, I don't know, man. I go where I go. You know, when I get taken to where I get taken, bro. And you know, I write these songs, bro. And you know, at the end of the day, bro, I will never claim that, you know, I'm like the end all be all, bro. For real, man.
That's good.
Like, I feel like I have an idea, man. And like when it makes sense for people to listen to it and they need to hear the message that I spoke to them whenever I spoke to them, that's good. But like, I'm not the end all be all, bro. I'll be damned, bro. I would be very sad if I'm the end all, because there is a God who is living, bro. Like, that's all I care about, bro. That's why I came here, man, you know. And like, honestly, bro, I'll be honest, and I like hope that y'all can somehow put this out there so that everyone gets the message clear, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a couple of beers today, smell a little weed, bro. Honestly, bro, I'm not even trying to do that no more, bro. And I'm not even trying to sit there and say like I judge anyone who does. Like, if you're able to do that and handle yourself, and it doesn't affect you, and you can drink your water and eat your food and take care of yourself, right? Like, that's cool,
To
man.
each their own.
To each their own, right? But like me, buddy, all right, guys, like right? I cannot sit there and do a little beer and do a little weed and do a little cigarette and take care of myself because I'm such a crazy son of a bitch that if I sit there and taste one son of a bitch of anything,
Yeah.
It's
Goes too far.
it's a nuke, bro.
Sure.
What is the song I just said? Dr. Seuss with a nuke? Yeah, bro. So I need to take care of myself and slow down and say, you know what? We're not gonna do any of that anymore, and we're gonna get on track. And you know what?
So getting on track.
Yeah,
and moving
that's
forward,
what we're doing.
What do you see yourself doing musically in the next 5 years?
Musically in the next 5 years.
Just about music.
I think that as long as every note I sing honors the Most High, then you know what, the Most High is gonna let that note float
Reverberate through the nations.
as long as He wants it to go.
Cool. I like that. I really do.
You know, I don't know.
So wherever the wind takes it, you're
Wherever the
willing
wind
to
takes
go.
it. And Mother Nature is perfect as far as God is also perfect, and they're all perfect. Seriously. God will not succumb to no technology, brother.
If you had to pick a theme song for your life, and it could be a famous song, one of your songs, doesn't matter, what would that song be? What's your life? What's a theme song to your life?
Wow.
I know it's a tough one.
Oh, wow.
This one always gets people stumbled.
I would pull out my phone
Okay.
and then play it, but I wanted to leave myself in it like I did, and my phone's over and they're way deep on the couch, and I don't even know. I don't have no technology.
Okay.
I don't got nothing. I'm natural, baby. Look at it, like I'm all natural, baby. Anyway, all right. If I'm the one, I tell you the truth, God's got a loaded gun. I am the sun on fire, never forgiven. I tell you, I don't know, bro. Nah, it was on the phone, bro, and I had a perfect song.
It was a song that you've made.
Can I go get my phone? Can I be right back?
We don't need it right now, but is it one that you've made, or is it one that an artist has made?
No, I made it, bro.
What's it called?
You don't have a name for it yet? Dude, I just started creating it like 3 hours ago before I came here.
Okay,
it's not a
so
finished
how about
song.
this?
Oh, so we went with the exception of that, go do a new song.
If you're watching right now, keep your eye out. Mookie will be dropping this said new song that we'll create, and then you can go back and you can see the theme song to Mookie's life. How about that? I like that.
It's something about that. Like
I like that.
Good shit, bro.
Okay, last thing. Where can people find you? Where can people see you on social media? Do you have stuff out? Tell the people where they can find a little bit of Mookie Morningstar.
Mookie Morningstar. So if you do look up Mookie Morningstar, Mookie, morning, like the sun comes up in the morning, star, Mookie Morningstar. I'm on all platforms, mainly like Spotify. You can find me on YouTube. If you actually want to go on like BandLab, I have like some kind of like cliche, I don't know what the word is, but kind of like some other stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? But
so pretty much everywhere. Go search,
I don't know,
go find him. This man has been putting in a lot of work. We're really fortunate to have him as not only an artist working here at Sound Valley, but a friend and a fantastic guest on the show. Thank you very much for coming on, my brother.
Hey, you know what, man? I just want to say this. Let me end with this, bro. Like I just say, bro. Let me humble myself, man. Okay. Like I don't want to come off as look at this celebrity or some rich nah, bro. Like we're all human, bro.
Absolutely.
We're all human, bro, and I love the human, man. And I would like to invite y'all to go with me to the place that I go in my mind when I make these songs, because it's magical, guys. We check the devil. He's evil. I'm saying we check the evil and we make it good, man. Like, it's just a good show. I don't know. It's a good show. So all love to everyone, man. Like all love to everyone. Man.
Absolutely, guys. Like you said, all love to everyone. Thank you for your support of the Valley Rising podcast, where we specifically are interviewing artists here in the Southwest, in the Arizona region, out here in the desert, showcasing what incredible talent Arizona and the Southwest has to offer. If you would like to be featured on the show, please call us, send us a text, or send us a DM. And once again, thank you for watching the Valley Rising series. My name is Red. See you next time.
Later, guys.